Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to make the full stack development using Vue.js and Laravel 11. So I have built a very attractive application using Vue.js and Laravel. You will be able to see here. So here you will be able to enter the employee name. I am going to add the employee name as John. Address I am going to enter as India. Phone number I am going to enter something else. Hit save button, right? If you hit save button, record has been saved. Here you can this record has been saved. Now if you want to click edit button, here editable record will be passed into the form correctly. Now if you want to go into edit the record with John, I'm going to make the address which is a USA. Here it is a two-way binding. Here if you are here, it will be changing here, and here it will be changing. If you hit save button, this time record has been updated. Okay, the updated record it will be showing. Okay, right? So if you want to delete the record, click delete button. Record has been deleted. Here this simple application full stack app development, how to do step by step will teach. Right, now let's back to my uh, website, which is tutorsfunny.com. You can see how to make this system step by step from the scratch. You go and click on this link, build a CRUD app with Laravel 11 and Vue.js. Okay, so this is the latest one, so you will be able to see. Okay, so let's see the step by step one. Okay, first what you are going to do is first you have to install the Laravel. So first what you are going to do is I'm going to go to so this project I'm going to stop it. This one I'm going to stop it. This front end and back end you'll stop it. Okay, so that the previous one you'll stop it. Right. Okay, just stop it. Okay, right. Now let's do the things. Okay. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to make the folder which is a where here F drive, G drive. I'm going to make the folder which is a Laravel 11 full stack. Laravel 11 full stack. I'm going to make the folder. Inside the folder, I'm going to make two things, backend and front end. First, I'm going to make the backend part. So here, first, we have to go to the official website, and you can get these things. Okay, so we have to type this one. Composer here. So Laravel, sorry, so the blog I have Laravel 11. So okay, so Laravel 11. So you have to go to the respective website. Here, Laravel documentation. You can see it's a Laravel 11. Okay, so you have to go find the here you can click on this the installation part. Composer, create project, Laravel. Here you have to mention the project name. So I'm going to back to my browser. Here you type it cmd, right click and paste them. Here I'm write it backend CRUD. Okay, backend CRUD. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now your project is installing. You have to keep waiting until your installation is completed. This is installing Laravel 11. You have to wait until the installation process completed. Now the project installation we have done successfully. You will be able to see here. The project has been installed successfully. Now let's go to the installation folder. This is the Laravel backend app. You will be able to see here. So this is your Laravel. So inside this folder you have all the files, folders and file you will be able to see. Here I'm going to open up this one. You type cmd command code space dot to open the project on the VS Code editor. If you open up the VS Code editor, it looks like this. This is the file, folder and project. Okay. So now what you're going to do is here I want to do the thing is you simply here you have to go to the first tab. You have, as I mentioned, here you have to, if you want to run the project and check, you will be able to run the command php artisan serve. Okay, so if you want, you can run the command. Okay, so I'm going to run the command and check. So open up the new terminal window. Here I'm going to type on this here. Here this okay, so okay, right. Here open up PHP. You type PHP artisan serve. You write, okay, PHP artisan serve command. You type the PHP artisan serve command. Right. PHP artisan serve. First, you have to run the app and check. So the first time it will be generate the port. So you can see the Laravel after install the Laravel. You just copy this the port, the address. You have to paste on the browser and press enter key. Now you will be able to see the nice user interface of Laravel 11. So you can see come below here is a Laravel 11 user interface. Right now, what you're going to do is first step. I'm going to make the database migration part. So here this is a env file. Here this is a second step. Change the env file. So I'm going to make the database. So what are the database you are going to make? So I'm going to go to, if you want to, you must run the XAMPP server here. Okay, XAMPP server you have to run it. Then only you will be open up the MySQL dashboard. Okay, so here click on this. So admin. You have to click up after open up the XAMPP control panel. You have to click on that button which is called as admin. It will be open up your phpMyAdmin. So you have to wait until the database data dashboard is open, right? So you have just copy this. You have to open up the, instead of this browser, I want to open up my Chrome. It is very simple. Okay, so it is open up right here. It is simple. It's open up. Now I'm going to make the database which is a bb. For the database I given, what's the name? They tell that to create the database. You can create any name and just create as bbc bb. Yes, click create. Your database has been created, which name is bbs. Okay, so there is nothing inside this database. There is no folder tables, just a blank database. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to go to this, go to the env file, which will be all the database configuration is there. Okay, the env file. Okay, so here, so what I'm going to do is this env file. What I'm going to do is I want to defaultly Laravel coming as a SQLite. I want to change this one as a MySQL. Here this one I just select all in VS Code editor, control plus / and here I have to uncomment it. Here what is the database name which you are given, which has bbs. So we have to make it as bbs. This is a user credential. Your default username is root, password is blank. So you have to keep as it is. Okay, you don't need to enter the password. If you have change the password as your custom password, you will be able to give here. So at the moment I don't have any custom password, so I keep it as it is, right? So after that I just save all. After that I add save command. Okay, now what you're going to do, you have to save all the command. So now what you're going to do is I'm going to go to where's my this one. This is my PHP server. Okay, so now you can see here I have done the database. Okay, database part I have configured successfully, right? So here after configure, you can see here after run the application show there. What is the problem here is after you have to configure the database connection. What I am doing is why the errors coming here. Your default database is SQLite. You made as a MySQL. So we have to make the migration part. So you open up another terminal. Here you type the command PHP artisan. Here I have provided everything in the block. You don't worry about that. Here PHP artisan migrate. You type the command migrate. PHP artisan migrate. Right. If you are using the migrate, all the table has been migrated. Now if you are go over here and refresh the application, you can see that successfully you will be able to see the Laravel homepage. Right. So all the tables has been migration into your database. So you'll be able to see success user interface. Right. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create a new migration, which is a employee table. What is the meaning of new migration? Means you are going to create a new table for your project. So you have I'm going to make the CRUD application system based on the employee. So it's the employee. So I already show the employee. So okay, this is employee management. So the employee has employee name, address, and phone number. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to make the new migration. So the table how to create here is we have a migration file. So here what I'm going to do is here I'm going to this terminal project is running. This terminal we have to create the migrations part. So how to create it? We just this is the PHP artisan make migration create tables. You are using tables. If it is students. So when you create the migration, you have to use a plural. Don't use singular. This is the way you have to use it. Just copy it, open up your application, you have to paste them. PHP artisan make migration create employees table. Press enter key in your keyboard. Your migration has been created successfully. Right? Now you can see over here after create the migration, you will be able to see you have to go to app inside the app HTTP. Sorry, here you have got database. Just for a database migration. Here the migration folder. Here this is the fields. I have to put it here. Additional we have to add the fields. Which these are the fields: name, address, phone number. So I just copy these fields. I'm going to paste it over here. So here this field. Default come as ID and timestamp. What are the fields you need? You have to add it. These are the string data types: name, address, phone number. Phone number, if you want to put integer, it has you can put it the data type because I'm not doing any validation part, so that I'm going to keep as string. If you make the validation part, you will make as integer part. Integer. Okay, so validation part means you have a number only you can type on that particular text field like that, right? So I'm going to put it testing only. It's no problem. Okay, right. That's the thing you have to write it. Right. Now let's back to my application. Now after that, I want to create this table. Before using the migration command, you have to save all. Then only the file is saved. Now you will be able to make the PHP artisan migrate. If you are to migrate, this table has been created in your database. So okay, you can see here your structure. There's no table here. Our employees table has been created with the following columns: name, address, phone number. You can see what are the columns name you have given. The following column names has been created along with this table name, which is a employees. Now you can have a good understand how to create the database. Inside the database, how to create the tables. All the things I have explained perfectly. Right. Now what you're going to do this here, I'm going to go to the rest of this part. So I made the migration part, it's done. Right. After that, I'm going to create the controller, which is a API controller, because it's not an ordinary controller. This is an API controller because we have we are not going to do the web application. This is the API application. So we have to communicate with the front end and back end. So we have to using the create the controller, which is a API controller. Type by this command PHP artisan make controller employee controller. Okay, so you have this here. You no need to write the plural, singular. You have to employee controller / here dash API, because this is based on the employee controller. Copy this command. Here you have to right click, you have to paste them on your terminal. PHP artisan make controller employee controller. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now your API controller has been created. You can see here. This is the API controller. It consists of all the respective methods. Right? Okay, this respective methods also created. Okay, right. Now here's a code snippet. Okay, so here's a code snippet. So this code snippet I have to talk one by one. Don't worry about that. So at the moment, before I'm going to paste this code, I want to do another thing. I'm going to create a model. After create the controller, I'm going to go to create the model. Why this model? What is control? Why model? All the things are creating. Control is the main part of the programming, because that is the one who controls all the system. Okay, entire system, the control should be hand with control. Okay, the model is the part where communicate with the database to get the data. Okay, and passing to the respective controller. Control is the part which will be read the data and pass into the view. Okay, when the request is coming from route passing to the controller get the data from the model is the one who communicate with the database and get the data and send back to our controller send back to view. This is the Laravel architecture works, right? Keep in your mind. So now what I'm going to do is, so the model, which is the schema of the database. What is schema? The schema, which will be, this is how we have communicate with the database through Laravel. Okay. So here, just copy this back to our. So first, before that, we have to copy this command to create a model. Right click. So here your model has been created. Which part is a make model employee. This is a model I'm going to create. This model, keep in your mind, this is a singular, not plural. Go to the model folder. It's a model. Here, your schema. The schema, I'm going to add this one. Copy this. Right. It's a protected. So here, what I'm going to do this here. Table, which is the employees table. So you can check it over here. Say employees table, which is the employees table, which is the primary key should be ID. These are the respective columns: name, address, and phone number. Here you can see here. Okay, this is a fillable column. Okay, this is the database table name. This is the primary key. These are the columns you have fill up the table, which is the employees. Right. So we have done successfully. Right. Now let's file, save all. Now what I'm going to do is go back to controller. I'm going to go to my project. All the code I just copied. I paste on here. So here you can paste here. Instead of pasting like this, you have to never understand. So I'm going to paste like this. First I'm going to call the model. This model means here, if I write and explain take too much of time. First I will explain. Use app model employee mean here your model is reside on where inside the app folder. There is a model folder inside the model. There is a file which is a employee. Now you can have a good understanding. Right. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the constructor. Right. So constructor. So you write this code to implement the constructor to get the data. So protected employee. You have to make a simple function construct. Here, this is how we have communicate the model. The model is you have give the path via here. The model object you have created using the new keyword employee. It will be passing this employee. So this is if you are instead of calling this, you have to call this. You can easily your data will be traveling via the models. Right. First index page, which is a loading page of the programming. When you request when the programming is loading, the table has been loading. This is loading stuff done by this index method. So index method we have implemented. So like this way we have to implement the index method. Okay, the index page. So you have to copy this code, paste on here. So you have to write the try and catch block. So if you write the code professionally, you have to write like this, because when the errors comes, you have to identify the error like this way. When there is the error coming, you can simply this exception, instead of writing here, you have to put it over here. Simply what's the error, you can easily understand. The error is coming, what it is. Then only we can understand. That's why I have to implement the try and catch block. First, response JS and this employee get all function, but the things are doing. It goes to this table via the model. So this model through communicate with this table Okay, get all the data from the table, and this model which will be passing to the controller. That's the thing you have to write. Here it is passing to here. If your requests get all the response should be coming here. That's the thing you have to write. Simple here. While we while the request is coming from the model to passing the data to the controller, is the sometimes get some error will be handling through the catch block. Okay, error will be handling through the catch block, right? After that, second one, store function. Store function, yes, store function. The store function here, what I did here is here store function, what I did store here. You have to create the employee variable. This employee, there is a method called which create what is the request coming from the front end. All the requests you are receiving, all requests mean employee name, address, and phone number. These two things, all the things are coming as a request. Get the request and passing to all the requests what you are sending. There is a method which is in the ORM tool create. So it is communicate with model through the database and create your records. After create the record, you're passing the employee over here. It sends the response. The employee has been created. Okay, that's the thing we have to write. Okay, right. So you have to understand first thing. Okay, for what I did doing here, there are no students are not understand these things. It's very much. First, if you understand only, we will be make the program good programmer, right? So after that, we have to go through third one, which is a show records. Here, this one, if you want to show the record, you can see when this is the search record. When the ID is coming over here, was the front end, we are searching. Get the ID. There is a ORM tool. There is a method which is a find. Okay, that's the beauty of the frameworks. Okay, we are in your normal ordinary SQL query, you have to write where clause. Okay, that select all from employee table where ID equal what's the ID you are coming from the front end. So here we no need to write any code. The ORM tool which implement the methods. Okay, if you are create the record, they are implement the create method. If you are view the record, there is a method which is a all. If it is a find the record, there is a method called find. Okay, they are implemented. So we have to call the method and do the stuff. Okay, here find, get the ID, find the data, and passing to here. After that, what I did here is here we will be check it whether the employee ID is found or not. If it is not, you can use here the not operator. Okay, if the employee ID is not found, passing this error. If the ID is found, what happens is it is get the respective data based on the ID. What's the ID is coming from the front end. According to the ID, data will be finding from the database, and the respective information will be the responding information will be response here. It's coming here. It is sending from the front end. Okay, get the ID from the backend and showing to the page, right? That's the thing. Simple. While getting any error, this one you can put it over here, right? You can understand the every method. I'll be explaining. Okay. But after that, update method. This is the update method. I'm going to explain. Don't worry. You can see the update method. What I did here is here update method. You can see it's update method. I'm going to copy this, paste over here. You can see what is the request and ID. Based on ID is coming here. Okay, this when you update the record, the form data. Imagine here. Here you can see if you click on this. This is the when you update the record. We are not going to create a new record. The existing record we are going to update, isn't it? We are not going to create a new record. We are existing record we are going to update. So what I'm going to do here is, so existing record means all the record, the record is already in the database table. So how to update the record? We can't update the record directly. Find the primary key, because the primary key never duplicated. So find the primary key field and this relevant information. So this is the ID. So here if you click on this edit button, okay, here click on the edit button. This is the ID, right? This is the ID. Here, this is here the record here. Click on this. This is the ID based on the record will be go here. This is the ID. These two fields are coming here, right? After clicks update button. Okay, this is all the things that we have make as a validation at front end. So all that this is okay coming here. After click update button, if you click edit button, it's coming here. This if you click edit button, so all the dates are viewing this page. These things we have do the validation by front end, okay, which is Vue.js. After click up save button, it is not save because we are not going to this photo. We already give the code, the validation part. If the existing record we are not updating, if the existing record we are updating. Here click save button, the record is updated. So here not updated. So here I already closed the server. So I just show here. Okay. So here requires plus this data plus this ID second. So both are coming here. First find the ID, whether find the IDs exist in the database. If it is not found, error should be there. If it is found, get all the relevant record based on the IDs you are getting. Here there is a method called update. Here very simple. They implement when you update the record, they implement the method called update. Easily the record has been updated. Send as a JSON response. Very simple. Okay, understand? Right. Let's go to the destroy part. Destroy, what I'm going to do is here also we have to go more into the destroy part. Back to the code section snip. Here, copy this, paste on here. Here, this one also. When you delete the record, here, when you click delete record has been deleted. So here I already closed this server, so that's why it's not to happen. Okay, so here click on the delete button. What happen is it will be coming to the ID. This ID, which ID? This primary key field coming here, and first you will be check whether the record is exist or not in the database. This ID. Okay, if it is not the ID, employee ID it exists or not. If it is not exist, you are using the not operators to check. If it is not found, error will be displayed, employee not found. If it is exists, there is a method called delete. The ORM they are which given the method called delete the entire employee row. That's the thing we have delete. Okay, right? Simple. I hope you guys have understood the things well. Okay, I'll spend my next lecture into continue this lecture. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class, we completed all the action method of the employee controller. Okay, we already saw all the action method. We have created the RESTful API. Okay, so these all things will be tested. So here first what you are going to do is here all the things have we done, the models and everything are created. Now we have to go to the routes. The route section in Laravel level there is no API. So how to create the API? Go to open the terminal. You type by the command here. You have a documentation. You have to explain here. API routes creation. So here API routes creation. Here route creation. You have to type by this command. PHP artisan install API. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now here your API which will be created, right? So here wait, it is creating. Okay, here it's waiting. Now here we have to press no. We no need them. Press enter key. Here it has been completed. Here you will be able to see that here it's a route. You have a API. .php. Here I'm going. What you are going to do is you have to call the. Go back to my. You have to call the my. We have to set the routes. Okay, say employee routes. Here you have to right copy this command of routes section. You have to write routes in you are calling the API, not web. If it is web, you can go to the web.php. It's a API. You have got to type routes API resources slash employee. You have to tell them where your employee control resided. You have to tell the path. So where's your employee control reside? This is the path. So I'm going to copy this, paste it over here. My employee completely resided inside the app folder, the HTTP controller API. So not API. So you have just put it. If you have put the API folder and you have put it, you can write it here API. Okay, that's the thing you have to write it. That's it. Now let's file, save all everything. Now we can check it whether all the API is working as expected way. As we expected, you copy this command php artisan route list. Okay, press enter key on your keyboard. Here every route has been successfully created as we expected. Now you'll be able to check it. You go over here, you check it, open up the Postman. To open up the terminal window. Now what I am going to do is you have to write hello. Right. Now you will be check it whether it's working fine or not. Now first one, you have to type it the, you have to open the new terminal. You have to paste it, sorry, you have to paste this API employee. So API employee means you have to type it here. Your port. What is a port? HTTP. Here this port. Here this one. Just copy the already I checked it before, so that this is a API. Okay, the localhost HTTP. Here this is the local server for API. This is employee request. Okay, now if you are click create, here there is no what happened. Sorry, you have to stop it. You haven't run the server. That's why you have to run the server. That's why it's not working. Now let's check. Right, it's working here. This is the IP plus the API. API employment here. This is API employee get request. It's an index method. Index method means it's working. It's an index method. If there is any records available, it will be loaded. Okay, so at the moment we have no record, but let me test it whether it's working or not. Right, here it's working. There is no record available, but it's working. Now when you add the record, how to add the record? Here the post method. Here API here post request the store method. It is called the store method. Here it telling the method as well. The respective method also they will be show the respective method according to the API endpoint. This API endpoint, they according to the API endpoint, they will be telling the controller action method. Right. So here, what you're going to do is you write this one, but the request is post, not the get. Right. So I'm going to get another one. So that is easy for your test. Right. So employee API here, this one, the same thing, but the thing is the post request. Here you have to check that you can write post data or row. Then I just type post data row. Here you have to write a JSON format. Then only you will be able to understand this will come in the JSON format. Okay, JSON format. I will write it is a name. name, JSON format name, what was table name, address, phone number, name, look at the name, some name, sorry, comma, address, comma, phone number. Address, it's a phone number. Right. Okay, this is the same name you have to give in here. Okay, this is the database. This data is coming like this here. You can tell the schema model, name, address, the same thing you have to put it here. Okay, but it is a, if I click send button, here record is added here. Record is added. If I add another record, J John's address Canada. This is a phone number. I'm going to give some other phone number. Click send. Second record is added. If you want to use the record, get request. Click now at this time. You will be able to use the record here. It's working perfectly well. Now I want to edit the record or add the record. I edit the record. Go to the, you are again going to check the endpoint. Which one the endpoint? Yes, the endpoint. Write PHP. Something you have to, again you have to copy this one. Route, you have to check it. Sorry. Right. Here I am going to check this one as a put the patch request to output. So write this one, this API format on the name. This one should be the which one? Employee ID, which ID you are going to edit the record. So the same thing you have to write this copy. Right, this one put method. Put or patch you have to write it. This API you have to write here the ID. One I'm going to update it. So here body the same thing you have to copy this. This is ID 2 I'm going to update it. Row paste it. ID 2 I'm going to update it as John Jesse USA. Click send button. At this time record is updated. Now you can view the record. Sorry, not this. Again I have added this record, that's the problem. Okay. You can see here updated, here it will be updated. Here it is updated successfully. USA. Right, it's working. Now I'm going to delete the record. This Jesse I'm going to delete the record. Jesse I'm going to delete the record. So I have added three records. Again I am going to add John. So I am going to add the John, which is a 3. I am going to delete the record. So how to delete the record? That also you have to, this one you have to make it as 3. I am going to delete. This is a delete mapping. You have to make it as delete mapping. You can check it on the URL as well. How to delete the record? It's delete mapping. You have to respect the ID or type on it. That you have to press delete key. Employee deleted. Now again you go over here and send the request. Okay, there's 2 record left. Now again you have to I'm going to get second 2 employee deleted. Now you can check it whether it's working fine or not. It's 1 record will be left. So this is how we have to do the programming efficient way. Watch this one based on my documentation. This helps you to complete the API endpoint. Thank you for watching. In my next video I am going to start with the Vue.js. Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class we have completed the backend part, which is a Laravel. This class I am going to teach the Vue.js, which is a front-end framework. Okay, so let me see how to do the front-end framework. So first I have go to my documentation. You can see install Vue. I give the instruction. So here, if in order to install the Vue.js, so we have to go to the website which is Vuetify. Okay, this is a Vue component frame. Here we have to click and install it. You click on here. Here, this framework consists of all the libraries using the Vue.js. You can use it as a professional framework for using the Vue.js. Okay, if it is React, you can use MOV. This is the React component. This is the best library. So same library in our Vue.js, it's called as a Vuetify. Okay, so let's go at the starter. Now how to install, they guide you. They click on the npm, copy. Now I am going to go to cmd, right click. First you have to configure the Vuetify latest version. Okay, you have to install the Vuetify in your machine. So we have a backend folder. So I am going to go to click on this create new Vuetify latest. Okay, so it asks yes, why. It asks install the project name. I am going to give as Frontend CRUD app. Press enter key. You have to select here not default. You have to select as based default routing. Press enter key. TypeScript. We no need the TypeScript. No. Okay, we are using JavaScript. So here you have to select the. You have to use the up and down key of your keyboard arrow. Up and down. Select the option. So I want to select the npm. Press enter key. It asks install the dependencies. Okay, so you have to yes or no. Okay, so here first you have I need a dependency. You have to press yes. So then only all the dependency will be installed. So we have to wait until all the tasks will be completed. Now the installation has been completed successfully. Here you can be able to see here. So now here we have to go to my folder. Here it will be installing Frontend app. So I'm going to go to open up. So type cd. You have to change directory. It's called as change directory Frontend CRUD app. Press enter key. You have to go inside the folder. You will be able to see here folder and file structure. I'm going to open up on your VS Code editor, code space doc to open up the VS Code editor, all the project, right? Okay, so if you want to run the application, check whether it's working fine or not, right? So I already opened the VS Code editor, so I'm going to type the command npm run dev. Right? Okay. Now, here your server is starting. Okay, so the server is starting. Right, the front end here, the server is starting. The first time only here it's starting here. It's simply starting the server. You just copy this. But first based on that, so it has some problem about the based component. Let me see whether it's working properly or not. Right, this is the Vue.js welcome page. Okay, after install the Vue.js, you will be able to get the nice user interface. Right, so this is the welcome page. Right, perfect. Now you have done the work. Perfect. You have installed your Vue.js in your machine successfully. Right. Now this is the home page. So we are here how to load the component. So first here you will be able to see single page applications HTML. Install the main.js. Okay, the main.js is reside on the src folder main.js. So this is the main.js. You can see it is rendering the app component. So here it will be app component, right? So it's called the app component. It's reside on where this current directory app view. It's called the app view. App view. This is the app view. This is a router view. We have called as a router view. Right? App view called as a router view. So after doing this, go to the router view index page. Right? It's the index page. The router view. Okay, we have to configure all the route and everything. Automatically it will be configuring. So here this page, this view. So view page here, this one is index. This index page is called as which component? Hello world component. It is reside on here. This one should be our output. Okay, so normally we have to all things you have to get rid of these lines. Control save all. Now let's switch back to your application and check. There is error because we need a template. So we have write template. This is how we have write the Vue.js. Open and close bracket. Instead of template, you have write another one is a script. This is a JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. So what I'm going to do is here template. What I'm going to do is here I'm write it here template. I'm type hello world. Save all. Shit, it's working. By the framework, the color should be this black. We have to get rid of the black user interface. You have to go back to my styles. The styles app view main.ts. So okay, we have a style. There's a style. Right. Here you can see the plugin. There is a Vue file. You have got a Vue file. It default comes as a dark. Okay, it's a default theme dark. You have changed as light. That's it. That's a problem. This is a Vue file. We have changed the light. Now let's back to your project here. Now it's coming as a successful. So right now we have successfully done the. We have installed the things right. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the component. Now I'm going to create the component, which is which component I'm going to create, which is a this is a hello world component. So I'm going to create the component is a employee view employee dot view. This is the employee view component. Okay, so the first you have type template, open and close bracket. You have write script, open and close bracket. You have write it here. You have to make the templates. We have to make the template. Before that, we have to go to do the things. Two things you have to do it. First, you have to implement the Bootstrap library and Beautify library you already installed. Bootstrap library you have to install it. Click on this. Simply you have to copy this CSS. Copy this. You have to paste on the your index.html file inside the heading. Because if you apply it over here, it will be if you apply inside this index.html, so all the project this style will be applied. Okay. So this is a single page is loaded for every page. So if you are put the style inside this add tag, it will be covered all over the project. Right, it will be covered all over the project. That's the thing we have to do it. Perfect. Now here what you are going to do is now we have to implement the styles. Right, so what I'm going to do is now here we are go to my project. I'll be explain it, don't worry. This is a simple design I have made it for the form and table design. Right, so all the things I just copied. Okay, so copy. I'm going to paste it over here. Right. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is here. Okay, first you can see the simple HTML file. The template. What is the thing is that we have to make the HTML files. All the HTML files you have to make inside the template tags. JavaScript tag, that is the validation part. We have to separate the validation part. We have to separate in Vue both. The HTML style they are separated and JavaScript they are separate view. Okay, so now template. First you have to write the heading as a employee management. You have write it. You have to put one container and close the container over here. After that we have to write the heading which is a employee management. Right. After that we have to create the view row simple. We have to give the space. After that we have to in Bootstrap we have to separate the columns. So we need my form design 8. Okay, it is enough. So after that we have to make some CSS style. CSS style how to apply in our Laravel Vue.js. You have to write there. Another after the script, you have to write the style scope. Here we have to call them all the style. This style will be we have to call this form area. How the form area padding set, margin set, backgrounds color, and all the things we have to set it over here. Right, this all the double set it over here. So we have to implement it here. Where you have to implement it over here. Okay. So here, right? So with the form, you have first you have the submit. You have to prevent save. Prevent mean why we have prevent mean if you have click submit button, the without refreshing the page, we have to prevent. You have to put the prevent it not reloading. Okay, that's the thing you have to write. The purpose you have to write it over here. Right. After you have to write the simple form design. The form consists of employee name, address, and phone number. So the same thing in your backend. Okay, we have backend. You go through the backend here. Name, address, phone number. Same thing. You have a front end as 3 things. This div is a for employee name. This div is cover about the what? Cover about the employee address. This div is cover about the employee phone number. Okay, this is how we have covered the divs, right? So this is how we have covered the div. Okay, so additionally we have to write one div. This div is sorry. This div is started. This row one start two. After that, we are putting another row. Right, we have right. Okay, no problem. Row. Right, one column, this column, second column. We are row. We are put the rows right. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is after that, what I'm going to do is here we have 3 columns: phone number, phone, address, and name. Okay, so we have a one submit button. When you click submit button, so this is all the btn button. The text field we have write it. This all the text field. We have how to get this text field everything. Okay, everything. So I will show the output. Okay, before that I will be after that you will be understand. Okay, after that I am going to make another one is a routing part. So here also we have routing. Here also this one I have to call it the app view. There's the app view. These are pages. Pages I am going to this is a pages. What I am going to see what go to instead of this I am going to call it as employee view page. Employee component. So you have to write this one. Okay, employee component. So outright employee component. Employee. Employee. Okay, so employee. So here the employee you have to tell that the app view component. Okay, so route view. Okay, so it's no problem. So let's check it. Employee view. Right. The problem is we have not installed this library, RESTful library. We have to install them project, and then you will be understand that all the RESTful part is working of this library. So here we have write npm which means install. So to install this library, so all the RESTful requests will be made by this library red exorcist. Right, we have installed it. Now let's bring to the application. Right, now it's working. Okay, now it's working. Now you will be able to see it's working. Now it's working. Now let's check whether it's working. Employee details adding or not. Raj India phone number. Click save button. Here record is added. you can see the record is added. If you click edit button, you will be able to edit the case. Two-way binding is working. You can see here two-way binding is all things are working. If you delete the record has been deleted, working successfully. Now I'll be explain the code. Okay, now you will be understand. Okay, so what I did here is here it is responsive. Okay, so what I did here is here you can see inside this template. What I did here is you can see I have done the three. What is the three input fields. Okay, so this is a text box. I am getting from this text box, not a bootstrap text. So bootstrap text we have input, you have write input field, you have write input likewise. I am not putting the input. Instead of that, we are calling the v text field. V text field, it is nothing but a Vue.js library. It is nothing but a Vue.js library. So how to get this one? You have to go to the Vuetify framework. This framework you can see get started. Get started component, all component. Here you can see the which one text field. So text boxes also you will be getting over here. Here component. Let's get started. The features component. All the component you can get that if you need a text field, you will be able to get a text field. Okay, so you have to get them here. Input all the form related components. So here checkboxes, combo boxes, forms. Here the text fields. Here this is a text field. Okay, the design you will be able to get them. Okay, here this design I need. You will get the code. This code have pasted over here. Inside a V model, we are calling it here. This is the V model for you purpose of using the two-way binding. So when the employee details you are storing your employee. Okay, so this is employee details. It's an address. It's a phone number. It's a two-way binding we have implemented. Once you click the save button, what I am going to do is submit. So this one B button means it's nothing but a button of Vue.js. You will be able to see the button. If you can't find it here, you just go to search. I need a button, Vue.js button. You can get the button over here. There's button here. It's a button. You go here, get the button. Button code. Here's a button. So various buttons are there. So here we will be able to get the button. Here's the button implementation. You have write like this. If you need styles of the buttons, you have to do the same the bootstrap style you are given. Button here we need a color. See a success mean it's coming as a success mean. It is a red color. Okay, sorry, green color. If it is, you can put the same style here. Success, what are the bootstrap warning, everything is there. So let me change this warning. What happened? I haven't implemented the warning before. Control S to save. Here, color would be changed as this. But you will be able to change the colors. Whatever in your project. Okay. Simple user interface, very attractive user interface. You will be able to get it. Okay. Once you enter the form details and click submit button, it's goes to click submit button. So what happens is what's happening is data will be storing in the database. The save means this goes to save method. The save method means here the save method I have done the save method. Okay, this all the code I will be explaining in my next video tutorial. Okay, so how to implement this all the things. Thank you for watching. Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. In our last class, we talk about the things of the save the data. So we have three fields. I already talked about employee name, address, and phone number. Right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to go to here. Already we have shown how to add the record. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is here, you can see after enter the records here. Employee name, address, and phone number, hit save button. What happens is here you can see here save button, which is a submit. Okay, submit as event submit. It goes over here the submit event. Here save action method. So you have to prevent. Prevent means without loading the page, you have to put the keyword called prevent. Okay, so after that what I'm going to do is here, so you can see in V button we have a form check form. You can write like this, then only it goes here. Okay, so it goes to the save action method. Okay, save action method, what I did here is first you have to tell that first you have to install the XOCS. You have to read this one, you have to install them in order to uh, communicate with the RESTful API. You have to type the command npm install, you have to type this one, red XOS, and enter press enter key on your keyboard. That's the thing. If you are not installed, you have to install them. After that, what I did here is we have to export default. First you have to, this is the employee component, so you have to name it as employee. You have to write the data, open and close it, or return. First you have to result. Result means you have to get all the records. Okay, when you view the record. So first you have to, when you view the records, you have to import this one. After that, employee, ID, name, address, and phone number. ID means we have an employee ID. When you edit the data, we need ID. So this all things are employee name, employee address, employee phone number. When you click save button, it goes to all things. Get it here: employee name, employee address, employee phone number. Okay, right. First, what I'm going to do is when you click save button, it goes save function. Save function, we have a small validation. Okay, the one button I make the validation for save data and update data. We have those two things using the same button. Save data and update data, both are we are doing at one button. So we have made the validation. Okay, so if the ID is there, when you click the ID mean when you edit the data, if you click edit button, now the ID go and store over here. Now at the moment we are not going to add a new record. If you make the changes here, the changes will be, it's a two-way binding. If you are type anything else, it will be typing below. It is a way of the to implement the two-way binding. Here the phone number also we implemented here. It's a two-way binding. If you click save button, at the moment we are not going to add the data, we have update the data, so the IDs exist. Okay, so now here first what I did here is, if the ID is, if employee ID means employee ID here, employee ID, if it is if there is no ID, it will save data. Okay, if the ID is blank, if the ID exists, it will be updated data. Okay, the save data, what I did here is, here the save data function you have to implement that XOCS post, this one, this method you have to implement that name. Okay, dot post, this is your backend API. This all things we have tested through the postman. We have tested through the postman. I already explained. Okay, the route, if you are declaring the route, I already explained this all things. Okay, at our backend. Okay, we have backend. We have a PHP artisan route right here. PHP route here. You can see the, when you view the record, when you post the record here, this request. So this here to implement the API over here. Okay, the which record we are going to add it, this form data, which form data, this dot employee mean this all the form data, employee name, employee address, and employee phone number, all the this data. So this form, so this employee name there, this employee, we are calling this employee. So here we are called this employee. So you have to post them this employee name, this employee name mean this employee name, employee address, employee phone number. All things you have to coming over here. Okay, so it goes this API request along with the data. If the data is added, all the fields should be clear and the table should be reloaded. Okay, so all the things are set up here when you set the data. Okay, so after that what I did here is right, that's the thing you have to write it. Okay, right. Alright, so after that what I did here is a save data, right? So save data. After save data, we have to create a table. In the T-body, we have created a table. You can see the table where the employee, here result. Okay, so employee is result. Okay, so API. You have to call the API, right? So what I did here is here, when you load the data, when you request to load the data, so here when it goes to respect the API, the respect to API. It's load the data. Here it's load the data. Go and load the data. After that, get the data here. Okay, so it's one go this respect to API. So when you here we have created the separate methods. Created. So created means this employee load means this method you have implemented here. Created means when the page is loaded, this method get called and loaded. Okay, when the page is loaded, this method get loaded. This is a create event of the Vue.js. Okay, if you have any problem with Vue architecture, go and check the Vue architecture. What's the meaning by mounted? What's the meaning by created? Okay, then you will be able to get understanding. When the page is loaded, this action method will work, which is a created. So this employee load, this method will be loaded. Okay, so this method we are go this respective API, it passing the data here, it's passing here. Okay, so if the thing is coming successfully, it's executed this one where this result date. Okay, so this one what you're going to do is we are calling to a here as a result. Okay, let's get the things as a result. Okay, here this is a result, here this is a result. You have to implement this as a result here, this one. Okay, what is the thing you are calling? You are calling the same name. Okay, you have to implement it over here as well. So here as well result in result. If I give the separate different name, it won't work because we have created here when you load the data, we have result. This same result we have to implement it over here. This result, what's the data is coming, you have to set into here. Console, what is the data is coming? API request is coming here. Right click. You're already coming to the here. You have tested the data. Here it's coming. Right, this is the data. It's coming. This is all the data in console. We have set it. This dot result. So this one result, it get that result. After that, it is one by one you get it as if we have to write the for loop. How to implement the Vue.js as a for loop? V4. Okay, V4, V-4, which is a which we have to implement the for loop. The key employee ID. So get by one, employee ID, employee name, employee address, phone number. We are get by one. Here, employee ID, name, address. You are get by one. ID, name, phone number, address, like this. Okay, right? It will be growing the respective columns. Okay, it is calling the respective columns. Right? That's the thing you have. Right? After that, we have an edit button. Here we have edit button and delete button. So you can see the edit button and view button coding. Right? So we edit button and view button. The edit button. So we have a color, info, and danger. So here when you click edit button, it goes to the when you click edit button, it goes to the edit function. This is the employee component. It set to all the relevant data. When you click edit button, is all data will be goes to respective form. Okay, so respective form. Okay, so we go to the respective form. After that, you have to modify the data. You can edit the data and click the save button. What happens is if the IDs exist when you save the data. So coming over here, it's called this function. This function go to the respective API. The respective API employee, but the method should be put. When you save the record, it's a post. When you view the record, which is a get. So at the moment when you update the record, we are trying to update the post method should be put. Okay, so we have to get the data. Okay, so we have to get the data. Okay, and we have to update the things. Okay, after updated, we have to clear all the form and everything. Okay, and form lead order. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, let's go to respective API. This is all the API endpoint we already discussed about when we are doing the front end part. The same thing you have a backend we have to explain. After the remove things. What's the remove? When you click delete button, record has been deleted. So what I did here is, so this is the button. When you click remove button, it goes to the method which is a remove. So get the data. This all the data you have to get here. So we have to get it here. Remove. You have to get it only all the employee component. We have to get on the ID. The ID is a primary key. You get the ID and remove entire row. Okay, that's the thing we have to write the Vue.js. Okay, so this is the styling part. We already discussed the styling part. In the Vue.js, when you implement the CSS style, we have another things which is a style scope, open bracket and close bracket. Here we have to implement the CSS style. You have to pass this style into your form. You have to mark it as this for form. You have to implement this. Okay, that's the simple stuff you have to do. Okay, that's why you have to get this colorful design. You have to implement the colorful design at the center of the screen. Okay, I hope you guys you understood things well. If you have any doubt on this, you can ask me in time. All the source code will be I have given here. You can get them and use it to uh, website, which is a tutors funny. You will be able to get them source code. I will be give the link as well. This is all the project source code as you will be able to download them and use it. Okay, so here you go. Here you can read and do it. Okay, you have to read it everything. Perfect. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. If you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.